ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2024 Spider-Man Vintage Collection Retro Card Spider-Shot, who I am not very familiar with. I don't remember reading any books with this particular version of Spider-Man, but it is a cool looking design, and I guess the concept around it is that this is an assassin Spider-Man. So anyway, we get some nice looking artwork right there on the side, and then on the very back you can see there is a read-up right here in several languages. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. You can see product shot of Spider-Shot right there. Nothing on the side, top, or bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Spider-Shot out of the packaging. And for me, not being very familiar with this particular version of Spider-Man, I've been having some fun with this figure. I've been enjoying it. The body mold is pretty cool. It's very familiar, and we'll discuss that more momentarily. But first, I do want to get a closer look. So I think this is a pretty fair amount of accessories. You get a set of fisted hands, whipping hands, Spider-Shot shooting hands, and unfortunately only one coffee stain. And these we've seen before a whole bunch of times, and instead of getting wall crawling hands, we do have these new hands, which I don't ever remember seeing before. And of course, they come with the separate blast accessories, which I think we have seen these before. These do look familiar. They are fairly flat on one side, a little bit more bulbous at the bottom right over there. And I don't think they're really specific to either hand or anything, but I do, wish that they kind of stuck away from the fingers a little bit more, but it's just a very minor gripe. And of course, we also get a new head sculpt with this figure, and I think it looks very, very good. I like the smaller eyes. The design looks pretty sweet, very menacing for this version of Spider-Man, which Century was telling me on the latest Hellasick Figs episode. This version of Spider-Man is kind of like a Wolverine Spider-Man. He's an assassin, so he kills. This Spider-Man takes the lives of the bad guys. And yeah, this is a pretty sweet design. Now, the rest of the figure, not a whole lot to talk about, aside from the paint applications that you could clearly see over here on the back, which look very, very good. It's the 2020 Retro Card Spider-Man figure with updated pinless joints. The paint right here in the butterfly joints looks pretty good. Can't complain too much about that. I do like how the paint looks. And you can see it on the back of the figure as well. Nice to see a healthy amount of paint on the back of the figure. Get some paint right over here added to the forearms. So it's mostly, redone figure with the new, the newer pinless joints right over here. And then we have, the same, articulation system from that Renew Your Vows, or not Renew Your Vows, the 2020 Retro Card. We have these added pouches right over here. These are glued on there and ported in. But not only are the patches new, this whole lower pelvis section is new. And you can see how, it's different from the 2020 Spider-Man figure right there. Sticks out a little bit wider at the hips. Not just the pouches themselves, but yeah. You can see that they changed and altered that a bit right over here. So he is a little bit wider, and you can see a bit more of a gap right over there. But yeah, you can see these pins kind of sticking out from the middle, and that does not really look that clean to me. I don't like that I'm able to see that, especially if I get them posing around. You could see those. So I just wish this was kind of pushed in a little bit more and this wasn't so wide. Then you can see we have the big old bulky thighs right there. No paint on the rest of the figure from the waist down though. So there you go. You get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. There's your Spider-Man calves and your Spider-Man butt. I'm going to pass on doing a full articulation segment of this figure. We've seen it several times, but I will mention that I really like the drop-down hips on this body mold. They are far better than the Renew Your Vows drop-down hips. They just click downward nicely, so I really do appreciate that. Even having the pouches right here, it makes it very fun to pose. That does help a lot. I really like the articulation on the figure. Unfortunately, you still get the notch in the back of the head, which is so frustrating that happened on this body mold, and then again on the freaking Renew Your Vows body mold, and then again on the HasLab Giant Man. That's just frustrating. Anyway, to measure out the figure, you can see that he is standing at about 6.5 inches tall. And then here's Spider Shot next to the figure that this body mold is based off of. We have the 2020 Retro Card Vintage Collection Spider-Man, and of course he has the pins. This one does not. And then you get the replaced lower torso section and pelvis with this one right over here, and new head sculpts. And aside from those changes, they're pretty much the same. And because I brought it up so many times, here's Spider Shot next to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man figure. Now this one still has pretty decent, the drop down hips work okay, but I feel like you just get a little bit more range right here with these ones. But yeah, aesthetically wise, the Renew Your Vows does look better. At least they're the same height though. I think that's pretty cool. Or about the same height. And then here's the Spider Shot figure next to the other figures from this wave that are reviewed. We have the Last Stand Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, Jack-O-Lantern, and Hollow's Eve. And then here's Spider Shot next to your average 3 3/4 inch figure. We have the Marvel Universe Little Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, brother. Okay, brother. Hey, just wanted to know, could you please pick me up so that I could feel a little bit... Hey! So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you gotta hit that like button, don't you? Or I would if I was watching it. I liked making this video. And if you want to subscribe for more content, hit that subscribe button. I do have the Tombstone figure, so I haven't opened it yet, but I'm excited to check out that figure. So stay tuned for that review. I have a whole bunch of other Marvel Legends, whole bunch of other goodies to look at, some classifieds, more Transformers, some other stuff to look at as well. So stay tuned for all of that. And this figure is fun. I like it. It's fun to pose around. It's not the very, very best, but I like it. It's a cool looking figure. You can't go too wrong with red and black for a Spider-Man. For me anyway, I think this is pretty fun to pose around. Is it necessary? No, it's not. For me, it's not totally necessary. You know, how many versions of Spider-Man do we all need in the collection? It's like up to each collector to how many Spider-Men they want. How many Iron Men do you want in your collection? How many Spider-Men do you need in your collection, right? For Spider-Man being my favorite superhero, I'm open to getting more and different versions of Spider-Man. But the fact that we have a body mold here that's very fun to pose around, while some of the aesthetics look wonky around the hips, I still think it looks very cool. I wish they did not do that thing with the notch in the back of the head. So yeah, of course I have my complaints about this figure, but it was still very fun to pose around, and it just looks cool to me. So at the price point of around 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this Spider Shot a Sun rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to stay in touch with me over on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.